Good morning, everybody. I'm making a post in response to the recent stabbing of Bishop Marmari Emanuel, and I'm also responding to what Andrew Tate's response to that incident was. As a Christian male, I have something I need to point out about Christianity in its entirety. The Bible clearly reveals to us, not the Quran, the Bible clearly reveals to us that there will be many false prophets and false Christs and false teachers. If you want to use your Judaizing, mentalities, then yeah, you can also say rabbis. Well, what we have to consider is one thing. A true Christian doesn't obey man. A true Christian doesn't disturb governments. A true Christian calls for peace, but will fight for it. Let he who is without a sword sell his cloak to buy one. Book of Luke. Now, we have to understand Jesus was the perfect example of masculinity. And the reason I say this is because of how he lived. The example in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, show you the lifespan of Jesus Christ from four eyewitness accounts. So when we pay attention to that, we see how Jesus is the prime example of masculinity in this world. He loved his neighbor more than he loved himself. He gave willingly, didn't expect anything in return. However, he also said to his apostles after the resurrection, no greater love is this than a man lay his life down for another. I'm going to repeat that. No greater love is this than a man lay his life down for another. Where's your bravery? Where's your courage? Because if we go back to Proverbs, we find out a list of people that God will not accept into the kingdom of heaven. Guess what's at the top of that list? Cowards. Don't believe me? Let's go to the New Testament and Revelation. Same thing. Cowards. Silence is cowardice. I'm not telling you to cuss out somebody in the name of Jesus. No. After all, we're talking about the Son of God here who needs no man to defend him. And see, that's another thing. We need our Jesus. He does not need us. So therefore, to sit there, Mr. Tate, for you to insinuate that Christians are cowards and you're happy that we're finally mad about something. Oh, trust and believe. We have been angry for a long time, and it was a righteous anger. It still is a righteous anger. The only reason, Mr. Tate, that you switch sides to Islam is because you want to justify your own hatred. You want to justify your own rage in the name of a religion. I obey no religion. I obey God. I do not follow man's ideas. I obey Christ. So make no mistake, Mr. Tate, we're far from cowardly. But you, sir, seem to have a price for everything you say and do. I hope it's worth it. But in the meantime, I pray for you because you are a big influence. You have a big platform. I just pray that God reveals himself to you, that Christ reveals himself to you, so you can use your platform for the right reasons instead of damning your own soul. I have no apologies to make. I have no excuses to make for my actions and for my words. I'm boldly speaking out as my God commands me to with a righteous anger that Christians are not cowards. We're always the first in the line.